Hello, children. Today we are going to analyze the lesson My Big Brother. This was written by Munshi Premchand. As you know that he was one of the most popular writers and social activists of India. And this particular story is talking about the affection and also the rivalry between two brothers who are who were staying in a hostel away from their home and family. So this is the main theme of this story. And as you know that there were many people who were inspired by the writings of this author Munshi Premchand. Now here our relationship with our siblings. We can ponder a little about our relationship with the siblings, right? How do you spend your leisure time? Mostly you play with your siblings. So, do you agree with all the opinions of your siblings, or is there any clash of opinion? Does your sibling advise you for not to play and focus on studies? What kind of advices does your sibling give you? Do you take it very seriously? Do you compare your siblings with yourself in your studies or your in talent or in the way you speak? There bound to be some amount of comparison. After all, we all are human beings. We compare with one another, right? But that's not right. We have to compare ourselves with our past and the present. How we have to improve ourselves. That is the ideal way of comparison. But we tend to compare ourselves with others, especially with our siblings. How am I doing in my studies? Am I as good as my sister? Or why my sister is advising me not to play for a long time? Why is she spending too much time in studying? Right? Yeah, we have to have a well balance of work and play. You would have heard all work and no play makes Jack a dull boy, right? So you would have heard this adage. So it's equally important that you should balance your work, that means your studies, and your play. All the time you cannot focus on your studies. You need some distraction. Physical exercises are very important. You have to keep aside some time for playing as well, right? Yeah. So here in the story, we have already dealt with the two contrast characteristics of two brothers. Now, let us talk about the family relationships. It's very important to have a very well knitted family bonding among the family members. So the way we build up a family relation is very important and will have consequences later in our life or impact in our life in the negative way or positive way. So if we are having a good family relation in the initial years of our life, chances are that we are uh, developing the skill of being in a society in a good way. We will get to know how to have a social interaction, how to accept others' opinion, how to reject others' opinion politely. So all these things we are learning by being in a very good family which is having high values, and the parents are also having a crucial role in enabling the children to develop all these skills, right? Yes. So here we are going to talk about the characters and their contrast characters, right? Our main character or the protagonist is the young brother who is 5 years younger to his older brother, but only 3 grades gap, right? The brothers live together in a hostel, away from the family, and the younger brother prefers playing all the while not giving enough attention to his studies. On the contrary, the older brother is studying all the time whenever he is awake. He is not playing. He is not going for movies. He is not going to watch the fair. He is not playing in the evening. So whenever he is awake, he is studying and he is spending time with books. He considers himself as a highly disciplined student. and he is a very responsible brother as well. And he also tells the younger brother that though they are only 3 grades away from each other, they are 5 years apart, and that cannot be erased by anyone. What could be the reason for older brother to have only 3 years difference in their grades? Because he is failing all the time in his respective classes. He is not able to pass the test, irrespective of the fact that he studies all the while. Whereas the younger brother does not pay attention to his studies mostly, but he comes with flying colors. He tops the class and he passes with distinction, right? So that is the irony or the contrast. Now, the older brother scolds the younger brother and guides him towards the right path. Right path in the sense he is telling that as you grow in your levels in the school, you will have lot of things to study. You have to focus. So he, due by virtue of having experience, he is throwing light on those aspects to the younger brother and asking him to take the studies on a serious note. So he is showing the responsibility and he wants the younger brother to follow his steps and study properly to get good marks. So that shows that he is highly affectionate, highly caring, in spite of the fact that he fails, but he wishes good things for his younger brother. Now, the theme of the characters, sorry, the theme of this lesson is that there is innocence, pride, experience, sacrifice, and connection. As you can see that, the brothers are very innocent, and once this younger brother becomes too proud about his success stories, and he is also kind of proud that he is able to near the brother's grade, and he is failing, right? The older brother is having enough experience, and he is also doing lot of sacrifices just to um, move to the next grade, but he is failing. He is sacrificing in terms of not going to movies. He is sacrificing in terms of not playing for a long time or playing at all. He is not going to any carnival or fair, though he wishes to participate in all the things. So there is a strong connection between the brothers. The younger brother sometimes tries to take the advices of the older brother and makes a timetable, but he's not able to follow it because his character is to play for some time, then study. So these are the themes. Now the irony, we have already talked about the irony. Um, Despite the fact that the older brother is taking lot of interest in his studies, he is failing. Whereas the younger brother does not focus much on his studies, but he is passing with flying colors. Is it due to a fluke? No, because some children are having the intelligence power to grasp very quickly. Probably he is playing lot of time, and there is a brain development, and he knows how to balance the his studies and play. So playing is very important to have intellectual development as well. So that is one irony. Now coming to the brother may have failed his exams, but he is very still positive. He has still he has positive outlook on his life. He is not giving away. He is not giving up. He has the perseverance. So he is continuously taking effort to study and appear for the examination. So that's a very good quality. He is not shying away from his responsibility. He knows that failures are stepping stones to success. So he keeps his good work going. His priorities are in right place. He is looking after his brother and is not or will not be embarrassed should the narrator pass him out in the school. So he is not worried about the younger brother getting passed in his examinations. And the analysis, the story tells us about their lives and their relationships. It is also telling about the dynamics between the younger brother and the older brother. And this lesson teaches us that we should listen to elders, we should respect them, it states how no matter how equal they become, they are not equal to their elders because they are having more worldly experience. So that itself is the learning. So no way they are going to be like their elders or equal to their elders. And he also advises the younger brother, citing out the incidents from the epic Ramayana, saying that pride is going to spoil somebody. Taking the example of Ravan, arrogance and pride are not good for a person. He is advising the younger brother, and he also tells that we have to respect the elders. Okay. Now, the climax at the end of the story, there is a realization moment for the narrator. This happens when the narrator's brother catches his kite and flies it back to the hostel. So, even the older brother realizes and appreciates the importance of playing, and he comes along with him, and they both are going happily. So, so the younger brother is not afraid of the advices and scoldings of the elder brother. And what is the learning from this lesson? The story teaches us that no matter how intelligent we become, we must not forget to respect our elders and listen to their scolding if it is for the right reason as they want our goodwill. So when the elders or the teachers who are your well-wishers scolding you or advising you, you should not take it negatively. You should take it in the right sportive spirit that they are asking us to go in the right way. It is for our own goodness that they are advising us, right? So this is the learning which we have to take from this lesson. So that's all about the analysis of this lesson. The lesson shall be explained in detail line by line in the classroom. Thank you.